Welcome back. Just took a little break. I purposely upchucked some foam, tried to bring a little bit more up so I can drink some more beer because I'm a full fucking person right now. We just did the La Freak from Green Flash, sent by Nathan. It's a Belgian style IPA, 9.2%. There you go. That got 9?
Yeah, that's about 9.
9.5 actually, I think is what I gave it.
So now we got this. Was that Ragu?
Rogue.
Oh, Rogue.
Wait,
Hey.
I opened this.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You had that one.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 7-hop IPA. I have seen this in Oklahoma, and this was sent from Nathan once again. It's an IPA brewed with 7 varieties of Rogue Farm hops, 7.77%. Got that whole 7 thing going on. It's a lucky beer. Should have played Powerball.
Someone sure if I didn't win.
Yeah.
Hey, I did win $4 the other day.
I have my tickets still. I have to go scan. We got one number. What did you get $4 for? One number?
Yeah, I got the Powerball last week.
Oh.
Is that the Knights?
No, the one that the people won. I got one number. I don't know what number it was.
I got this deal here where you can scan it and see what you got.
Oh, okay, we'll do that in a minute. We'll do that on camera. 7.77%.
Did you get one? Did you get like the Powerball number? Or?
I don't remember. It's easier if you grab it.
Ah, see. Because if you got the Powerball number, that's $4. If it's a number within, they didn't pay anything out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's a monster.
Now the day before, which I did not play on the lottery, I would have had all the number right because they picked all my favorite numbers.
Got my Powerball tickets. You want to try scanning those real quick? Been an eventful night. That was the.
Oh, this is the 13th.
Yeah. You want to scan that one?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Have your hands right. Break your fucking shoulders. You gotta come with us on to South Dakota. We take our buddy's 50 cal rifle and we shoot prairie dogs. And them motherfuckers will do a 6-foot backflip in the air.
He's shooting a prairie dog with the 50 cal.
That wouldn't make it move, it'd just fall over. Or explode.
The thing is, you have to be about 300 yards away at
11, 21, 32, 30.
So it's not very easy. It takes a while to be able to look at like the
25,
land
34,
and see
38,
even
40.
to phenomenal.
Yeah, nothing on that one.
I mean, I don't know how many targets you shot at 300 yards, but even with a good scope, that's reaching out.
Well, you got duds.
Welcome back. Daryl just told me the good news. I lost. So you got these Powerball tickets. And
Well, that was right now. No one's hit tonight.
yep.
So
It's kind of funny. People only play when it hits past 700 million.
I only play when it gets past 500.
Yeah.
But the reason why, because I only do about $10 worth of tickets, and I feel that $10 for, I think the payout on 500,000 like 360 something million. That's a damn good gamble.
Yeah.
You know, all it takes is that one number. I mean,
I spent $20 on the one prior to the people winning, and then $20 on the one that people won. So I spent $40.
yeah.
Kind of feel let down. So
See, I spent 20. I always do 10 and 10.
you do the power play.
Sometimes, if it's low, I will, like, if it's around 100 million, and I decide, I feel lucky, then I'll play the power play. But,
Ever paid off?
nah, the only ones that ever paid off was the night everyone won, and I won $4. And that was the one time I didn't do the power play.
You'd have won 8. Holy shit, you would have been $2 in the hole.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, you know, the other day I filled up with gas, got a can of snuff, bought 2 scratch-off tickets. I spent $35 and I won back $23. So, I mean, sometimes it pays off, and I'm not a big gambler. I prefer to gamble with realistic stuff. I bet you I can make that curve at 90 miles an hour. I mean, that's my kind of gambling.
Here in Oklahoma, we have a lot of Indian casinos, as you can guess. I went once to the casino with a friend of mine on New Year's. I won $80. That all the time I ever went to the casino. I won $80.
Yeah, I don't go very much. My mom, actually yesterday, the day before my birthday, today's January 16th, I went out to eat lunch with her, and she wanted to go play, and she wanted me to go with her. She gave me $10, plus I signed up for the card, which was like another $5, and plus it was my birthday month, so I ended up having $30 to play with. And I walked out of there with 150. So I actually turned out pretty good.
Yep.
You know, I turned around and spent majority of it at the Thunder game, but, you know, 12, 14. Well, the beers up there are $6 a piece, and I had like 5 of them. So, I mean, that right there.
It's his birthday. Come on, man.
I mean,
let the man have a little fun.
You know, had fun. I took my mother-in-law to the Thunder game, which only a suicide man would do that. But hey, it's her birthday too, so that was my birthday gift to her.
She had fun?
Oh, she loved it.
First time she ever been to a game?
Yeah. Serge Ibaka actually signed, give her autograph, and told her happy birthday, so you know, she's all excited.
So that'd be worth some money.
Someday. Yeah. Right now, Michael Jordan, the guy just sold one of his first signed autograph cards the other day for $20,000. And I mean, look how long he's been in the game and being retired. So
when he dies, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
Cut that shit in twice as much. And that's with his approval that it was real and all that.
Yeah.
Back to the beer.
Hoppy. I love the smell. I hope it don't let me down.
More of a pine hop.
Definitely piney beer.
For being a 7-hop ale or IPA, I'd expect it to be a little stronger.
Where is this from?
Rogue. Oh, what state?
Yeah.
Stay right there on the back.
That's on there. I mean, I've had the videos ready to go, but I haven't put them up because
Oregon.
There you go.
So, it's from Oregon, which we all know Oregon is very piney.
There you go. Pine.
Piney, piney, piney.
Oh yeah. Like fresh needles, kind of piney.
As a country boy, I've chewed on pines.
When I was sitting there going, for some, don't forget, I'm the Nimrod who tried to pound in the fucking roll pins. So no matter what, I still look
I like it.
It's good, but it's definitely piney.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open this door one more again.
And that's when I, learned that they don't have roll pins. Okay, so you put a beehive and the forehand back on it.
And welcome back.
Yeah, you know.
I think this will be the last beer I do. I'm getting way too full.
Oh, wow.
The other beer from Nathan. Don't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was?
I do not.
The Carl Strauss Brewing Company Mosaic Session Ale. I'll do that after this one with Jesse next weekend. Because I am, as it is, probably not going to be able to finish this. This is 5.5%.
We've had a lot of pizza. And a lot of high percent beer.
Yep. 9.5, 9.2,
I think they've all been over 8.
11, 8.5, and a 5.9.
6.2.
Yeah, so.
But
And it's, what time is it?
it is, well, might as well say midnight.
Yep. And my wife is sitting there with his wife. And I don't want to stay out too late.
Yeah. That mouse, he done been told. Don't worry, so have I.
Yep. Last night I slept about 13 hours. And I'll probably sleep another 13 hours tonight. Tell me, man, on the weekends I sleep 4 to 5 hours a day. And on the weekends, it's just snooze.
Well, I mean, you know, even like, that's working nights. You go like, me driving over the road and everything, still yet, when I'm up, I'm up. But when I sleep, man, I will sleep and sleep and sleep. Because over the road, you sleep when you can. Because when you're up, you're up. You know, I mean, whether I get 2 hours of sleep or 12, it don't matter, man.
So that's good. Because the only person that can honestly say
Be right there.
incredibly wise and YouTube
She found out the door's open, didn't she?
Well, at least you went that way. Love you.
You're fast for being short. Come here.
Come here, babe.
Here's a fresh one. A beer here still.
That one a bus. Those won't.
You want to say hi to people? Okay, I'll let you in the camera.
I'm cool.
Anyway, she about this tall, blue.
Blue.
You call me a smurf?
She's
Crap.
black last I checked.
She one of the
The thing is, I can get real professional and I can have female voices and we can talk about news topics and like it can.
I like it. The pine's a little too high though.
No, that's not right. That's not right. Because like
I've honestly,
Eric knows a kick you
with Rogue, it's kind of hit and miss. It's the same with Boulevard. Well, Boulevard's a little worse off. But with Rogue, it's kind of eh. I hope it's good because you're paying for the name. I did see this at the liquor store, and if my calculations are correct, Nathan spent about $7 for this bottle. It's a good beer. They've had a lot worse. I've had Rogue that's rather bad. But I could see myself drinking this with anything pretty much.
Yeah.
I think something with cheesy and garlicky would bring that up a lot. You get a cheese with pizza with some Alfredo instead of the sauce, and maybe they could grate some garlic over the top of it. That would be pretty good with this.
Yeah. With me, it's just something to kind of kill the pininess a little bit. I mean, other than that, it's good. I mean, I like it. Just that pine's really high.
Yeah.
You know, it smells great. I mean, it smells like a summery, piney day. But
I want to show you a group of dickheads.
This has happened to me at least 4 or 5 times since I've had my YouTube channel up. I entered somebody's giveaway that they had, and the scene that you see is me actually at this table.
Dickhead.
I'm at this table. Okay, that's freaky.
hey, what do you think it would cost to change the trigger on this?
Dickhead. Dickhead.
Roly-poly dickhead. Dickhead. He ate them up.
Yum. There, Klingons on the starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Scrape them off, Jim. There's life on Earth, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. There's life on Earth.
Goodbye. I hung up on him. What's up now?
Wonder how much it would cost to change this trigger out, because you are right, that's...
Don't shoot, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Nah, I done cleared it.
You may be able to get a drop-in trigger for it for about $100. On a $400 gun, it's kind of stupid. Like that's why I like Glocks. You can get you can change the trigger spring out for under $10, and you can get an awesome Ghost rocket connector for $25. So $35, you can get a whole new trigger.
Yeah. Well, because I was looking at that, and you're right, that is kind of a...
spongy kind of trigger, isn't it?
Right. Could be because it's only been shot once. And I only have one clip shot.
I mean, I could take it apart and polish everything up and make it a little better, but you're going to have to change out the connector and springs and so forth to make it good.
Yeah. Oh well. It shoots accurate.
Let's see here.
I wish I still had the one time I did shoot it, my target, because my grouping was like that.
What is it called?
This
SD9B.
is a Springfield,
I mean, with Smith & Wesson.
yeah, SD 9VE Smith.
You get springs and stuff, but I don't see any connector. And all you can do is the springs. About $20.
Still smells new.
Welcome back again. We're gonna talking about gun parts. Oh shit! You just chambered it. All right. Just so you know, we've been drinking. This is when a liberal comments. Don't worry, my gun's at home. I like it.
Very good.
It definitely needs some garlic and some hot spice to complement it, but to drink by itself, I would say yes to no. To drink with some good spicy, garlicky food, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. I don't know. The more I'm drinking, the more I'm liking it. And
Yeah. That's making me cross-eyed trying to read that.
We've had quite a few.
Well, the words are green.
I've heard that before.
It just keeps talking about the 7 hops. Pac-Man yeast. That's funny.
Well, who sent this to you?
Nathan.
Nathan. Not a bad beer, Nathan. You've actually sent a couple good ones tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Depending, what part California you're from. I mean, your beer selection ain't bad. I might be cool with you. Have bad luck in Southern California.
They're more of a wine kind of a
Very,
people.
very. They more of a I'm better than you, but nah, I'm just playing with
Got
you.
that
Nathan.
finger up.
I'm playing with you, man. I love California, man. It's I wish it would have a big earthquake and fall off into the ocean, but if y'all would get rid of a few people,
Feinstein and the rest of those fucking Democrats you got sitting there.
A good friend of mine once said, all the sane people who's left California come back to Oklahoma.
You don't see nobody retiring in the north or on the fucking coast.
Nah, we go to the south.
Yeah, Florida and Alabama and Georgia and I don't know about Alabama. That's kind of. I went to Alabama once and I left pretty quickly.
Let me tell you. Now, I spent the night in Birmingham, Alabama. You want some more of this beer?
No, I'm good.
The more I drink, the more I'm liking it.
The more you drink, the more likely you get frisky.
Cassie!
Beat her to death with that. Never mind. With that Nike shoe box.
No, I spent the night in Birmingham, Alabama one time. At the Flying J. If any of y'all's ever been to Birmingham, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the only truck stop in Birmingham. Let me tell you, I felt it in my experience over the road. If you pull into a truck stop and there is more than one police car there, go find another one. Because I'm sitting there, I'm asleep, and all I start hearing is gunshots. And the whole time I'm thinking, I don't have my gun. You know, and these gunshots, and they're right there in the truck parking lot. Like, you get up, you look outside, because, well, hell, face it, we all knows it. We gonna look, and they're having a shootout with the cops. Why? There was another driver, won't mention who he was driving for, got busted with a prostitute.
By cops.
By cops, you know. What you gonna do? A night in jail for a prostitute? Maybe a fine? Let it go. You know. But that never beat the time I was in West Memphis. Now, any of y'all's never been to Memphis? West Memphis, that's the heart of Memphis. That's where your strip clubs is. Now, after a certain time, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning, the girls from the strip clubs, they go work the truck. You know, there's 2 pilots right there in West Memphis, right before you cross into Mississippi. And they go and work there. Well, I was running a flatbed and I pulled in there and I woke up about 1:30 that morning because I was supposed to, my time was going to be up at 2. I go in, I shower, all that good stuff. By the time I come out, it's 2 o'clock. So I go around, I'm checking my load securement, making sure no one stole anything, or all that good stuff. And the cops are spotlighting down through the trucks and trailers. And I'm out there, and one actually pulls up and he says, "Are you by yourself back there?" About 30 degrees outside. I said, "No." I said, "I got 2 of them back here. They giving me a blowjob." But he actually gets out of his car and walks back there. When he gets back there, he shines the light. There's no one back there. I asked him, I said, "It's 30 degrees out here." I said, "I got a warm cab of a truck right there. I wanted a prostitute. Why wouldn't I take them in the cab of the truck?" Besides, in 32 degree weather, I mean, at least then I would have an excuse why I'm so small, but that's besides the point. He didn't find that funny either. Neither did I, because after I said it, then I realized I was talking bad about myself. West Memphis. Actually, for a trucker, trucker's love is East Memphis on I-40 and 55, because if you want it, you can get it. You want drugs, you got it. You want girls, you got it. You want anything, you can get it. That's right there. And for y'all that don't know a map, East Memphis is right there before you cross into Memphis. It's actually Arkansas and Tennessee. But that's where it gets real wild at.
Damn.
Like, real wild. There's like 7 truck stops right there. Like, it's so bad. The Petro actually has a 7-foot tall barbed wire fence.
Shit.
And that's just so you don't get robbed at night.
You ever had anybody steal your shit?
Nah.
That's good.
I never stopped over there.
I mean, like in the whole run, you never had nothing stolen?
No. The whole time I've been over the road, I ain't never had anyone steal nothing. Had the occasional knock on the door.
Looking for a good time?
Yeah. One night in Bakersfield, California, and now that I look back on it, I wish I would have handled it different. Had a young girl knock on my door.
How young?
Like 12.
Damn.
And instead of doing the right thing, calling the law and stuff, I just told her I wasn't interested and went back to sleep. Knowing, which I mean, I was in the middle of sleep when she knocked on my door. But when I seen her, you know, I knew she was just a kid. And there's so many things I could have done different. I could have called the law, but by the time they got there, she would have been in a truck, whatever. You know, part of me wanted to say, yeah, come on in.
Then drive off.
And then drive off, then call the law.
And you got a drunk, or not drunk, but you got a, fuck, I'm drunk. You got an armed fucking pimp coming after you, or dad coming after you.
It's not even that, you know. Even if you do that,
That's kidnapping.
That's kidnapping. I mean, there's really no way to help those young ladies. The sad thing about it is I know when I turned her down that the next truck driver said, oh yeah, that's young meat. But, you know, the only way to do it, well, I mean, these go worldwide, these go countrywide. You know, you gotta watch out for that kind of stuff. I mean, me at the time, anyone knows Bakersfield, California, Flying J truck stop, knows that the Denny's there sells beer. So I was probably a little tipsy also when I went to sleep. So should have handled it different, but you know.
Might have came back and bit you in the ass.
Could have. I mean, either way, I mean, there's really no way to handle that. I mean, you can call law enforcement, but like I said, what are they gonna do? Come search every truck?
And then legally can't do it.
Legally, they can't. I mean, you call her in there and you hold her against her will.
And it's on you.
Not only that, hell, she can holler rape on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's more scared of her pimp than she is of any law
She can have a knife on her or something.
I mean, yeah, it can go south real fast.
Well, we're going to end this real quick. It's a long video, I know for a fact. I'm going to let you toss up it. Actually, we never really discussed this, have we?
We didn't. It's real piney. It's real good, if you ask me.
Right at first, it's a very medium, mild bitterness. And it goes into a pine. Then it goes into a maltiness. Not a roasted malt, just a, you know, just your typical kind of lager maltiness. And it ends on a bitterness and a very mild pine. And a little dryness. Very good. Definitely better with anything garlic and cheese and Alfredo. And a little salt. I think salt would kick this off really good. Some cheesy, salty mozzarella.
Mozzarella sticks.
With a little bit of salt.
Too bad Sonic ain't open.
So there you go. Daryl's going to toss up a number.
I'm going to give it that, and I add more to it here in a minute.
I'm going to toss that an 8.5 to 9. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I was going to give it an 8.5, but there's no way to give you a half there, so.
I always do. 8.5.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, that's easier to sober.
Some people go, like when Jesse's like, I give it a 8.5. Like, can't say.
But yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I give it an 8.5. Hey, I like it. As you can tell, my glass is still pretty full because I'm sipping it.
I got just a hair.
I'm enjoying this beer.
Yep, long video, and there you go, 8.5.
Hey, some good knowledge on it.
Yeah, unanimous. Anything else?
I don't know. You want to talk some politics on the last beer?
Really not much. Less than a year. Actually, I think a little over a year on Obama's. Well, when you watch this, it's less than a year.
366 days, or 356 days of it. January 16th.
So as you see this, it's less than a year of Obama's reign on this country. I don't want to support Trump, but it looks like I'm probably going to have to. My front runner, Rand Paul, is 3%, and Trump has 25% plus.
Well,
So-
you know, and now, me, I'm completely out of it. I've come to a conclusion this year, I'm not even really going to vote. I'm going to vote in my own head, but that's about it.
I really don't think it's going to matter. I mean, the way I see it, Democrats don't have a chance in hell this year. They got a lying bitch and a crazy old man that thinks money just falls from trees. So if you're not wanting to work and be a lazy piece of shit, get the fuck off my channel and vote for Bernie Sanders.
But that being said, I do want to mention something. Now, I was just a kid when Bill Clinton was in office.
Mhm.
You know,
He was an okay president up until the weapons ban.
see, and that's where, like I said, I was a kid back then. Politics didn't mean a damn thing to me. You know, but I do know that growing up, that was the one time that my parents actually felt like they had accomplished anything, because what they was working for seemed like it was there. You know, now I'm a redneck, gun toting. Don't take my guns away. You won't get my gun. You get my gun after they shoot me, but that's about it.
There you go.
But will any president ever really be able to outlaw guns?
No.
I mean, if you look at our amendments, so let's say we're going to rewrite them. So part of me thinks, now, I'm not the smartest person. They're rich, right? Now, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, they come from Arkansas. I promise you, they got guns, they quail hunt, all that rich hunting stuff. But I bet you they also make money off of gun sales.
Oh yeah.
You know, when they go talking about outlawing guns and making guns illegal, that's to benefit them. You know, I think, seriously, when Clinton was in, we could afford food, we could afford, everything. I mean, I do remember that much. Because I remember when I was about 6 not having a Thanksgiving because my mom and dad couldn't afford a turkey. And then after that, we started having Thanksgiving. We had bigger Christmases. And I remember my dad saying it was because Bill Clinton. Now, he is my hero because, well, one, he got caught getting head and smoking weed.
And banging Monica Lewinsky with a cigar.
I mean, so he is my hero. But
the party he represents is.
The man is a dumb ass. I experimented with marijuana, but I did not inhale. That's like Monica Lewinsky sucked my dick, but she didn't.
Swallow.
You know. So, therefore, that leads me to believe that Hillary was calling the shots back then, too. So, guns and all that aside, I believe that she would do more for the lower class, medium, you know, whatever you want to call us
Because
here.
of the whole,
Yeah,
Section 8 housing and food stamps and such.
yeah. Now, one thing I agree with Trump on is he said, hey, if you are able to go to work, you ain't going to have this. Now, I do like that because, I mean, here in Shawnee, actually Shawnee is being named the #1 county in America for the most drugs and Section 8 housing. Because we got them all over. And
One of E-Bummy's, his ghetto gun giveaway. If you remember watching that video, if you haven't seen it, go back and look for it. It looks like apartments, but it's nothing but Section 8 housing. Nothing but, and there's a few of those around here. All they want to cater to is Section 8 because they know they can do the bare minimum. And what they got to deal with? The tenants bitching and complaining. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. We're still getting government's money.
well, hey, there's a deal going around right here in Shawnee right now. Get a girl pregnant, do not marry her, buy a house, charge her rent.
And if you still live there with a job and it's not even going on record.
And they will pay you $900 a month just in rent. I thought about doing that, but I know I'm going to get caught up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just a little bit on my politics. Really, there's no one in the running that I really like. I mean, I'm Democrat. You know, I don't know what you are.
I'm a libertarian. I'm more of a kind of in the middle-ish.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So, I mean, I'm not voting for Trump if I do decide to vote. But right now, there ain't no Democrats grabbing me in either. I mean, that's just that. I mean, yeah, Trump has I'm over here talking. But when it comes down to it, he's the richest man there is. And the richest people want to stay the richest people. They ain't going to let any of us come up. And that's just how I look at it. I mean, it's greed. Just like that sorry asshole in California worth $35 billion that bought a lottery ticket and won.
I mean, Trump. What does the president make a year? I haven't done research. I know it's not a whole lot.
They make like
200,000, if that.
No, I think they're around like 600. I mean, you might look at that. They're close to $1 million a year. But when you're Donald Trump, I mean, money ain't the issue with you. I think he's waited this long.
400,000.
Yeah, so
He would earn $223 per hour for a 40-hour work week. Which, I mean, I honestly don't think that's a whole lot considering what they have going against them.
But I mean, how old is Donald?
I mean, they get room and board and shit. So.
I mean, how old is Donald Trump? I mean, he's
60
old.
something.
And he's waited this long to run for president. He could have ran.
Well, I think Bernie Sanders he's in his 70s or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think money's the whole issue. I think they're old and they're at the point where they want to throw it around. I mean,
I don't want it to be like a whole Arnold Schwarzenegger running. When he ran for governor, the dude had the money. He got to do it. And then I heard a lot of people that live in California tell me he's a shit governor. He don't know shit. Of course, I mean that kind of makes sense.
yeah.
I just hope if Trump does win, if he gets the nomination, I'm gonna have to vote for him. I don't give a fuck who's the Democrat. Unless Rand Paul switches sides and goes Democrat, then I'll have to vote for Rand Paul. But I'm just saying, if Trump gets the nomination, I want to have to vote for him.
Yeah.
If he does what he says he's going to do, minus being a racist bigot, if he doesn't touch the Second Amendment, doesn't touch my freedom of speech, doesn't want to tax me a whole shit ton.
Well, yeah, but I mean, right now, that being said, now he is, what, the second richest man in the world?
I don't know.
He's either second or first, I can't remember. But the thing is, money buys whatever you want, right?
He can't get bought out.
He can't, but who can he buy out? Now, we want to talk about, I'm going to kick myself in the ass for this. I might need to unload my gun for saying this. But we want to talk about Obama trying to take our guns away. Now the thing about it is, Obama ain't got the money to front that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But if Trump decides, you know what, I think they're right, let's take guns away. He has the money to really front that. And that's what scares me, is he's got the money to buy out people.
Well,
that's what really scares me. Which, for any of y'all that, no, the guns kill people. My gun's sat here all night long and it ain't shot anyone yet.
mm-hmm.
Guns don't kill people.
My gun's in my safe, which is in my bedroom, right at the end of my bed, and I don't have a bullet wound in me.
Guns, I've never seen a gun cock itself, pull the trigger, and kill someone.
And all my handguns are with one in the chamber. I'm not seeing Donald Trump in the top 50.
What? I thought he was like the second or something president, or richest man. Maybe it's just in America. Alright, well, I was wrong. Donald Trump, he's in like 80 now and still ain't met that son of a bitch, so. Nevertheless, as long as, be honest with you right now, I don't care who wins the election, as long as they can turn America back to America.
I'm not racist. I'm not against religion. I'm borderline atheist. I'm going to tell you right now. I think all religions are man-made, and man-made religions are going to try to control man. But when it comes down to Muslims, there's not one person that's a Muslim I can tell you right now I could put my faith into.
And I can give you that, saying religion is man-made, because no religion goes by what the real Bible says. They pick and choose what they want to say. I mean, by all means, I believe in God. I don't talk to him much because I always feel that I'm asking him for something, and I don't feel he should give me something because I'm not giving back to him. I'm not in church. I'm just kind of out here doing my thing because I know what I want, but I'm scared of what I want too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of going to church and all that stuff. But I do not believe, hey, if you want a river full of honey and 72 virgins, put that 9 to your head, blow your brains out, and go get laid. I do not believe in cutting people's heads off and all that.
If I say fuck Islam and someone come cut my head off, what is that going to do for them?
I say it all day long. ISIS, fuck y'all. I mean,
I'll beat you to death with a can of bacon bits.
yeah, I mean, without a doubt, I mean, if you come at me screaming, I'm ISIS, actually, I think our great governor, she ain't known for much, but I think she did open season on y'all. If we feel threatened by ISIS, we can shoot to kill.
Hell, up in Oklahoma City, there was a meat packing plant, I believe it was. Disgruntled employee who was a Muslim went in and chopped the head off of an employee.
Yeah.
And the manager had a rifle in his room and in his office, and I don't think he killed him. I know he shot him.
he wounded him because he was scared to kill him.
Yeah.
Because of the consequences, but
Now they would have to send a shot back when I was done with that motherfucker.
yeah, I would have wounded him and cut his head off. But
Yeah. He fell down the stairs 34 times. It's not my fault he went back up each time.
yeah, I mean, that's just that. I'm, not racist at all. Actually, I had a good boss that was from, he was Muslim back in high school. He was a real good guy. Actually treated me better than anyone I've ever known. And back then, I was a pretty hardcore redneck. Most of y'all that see me, y'all know that my significant other is black. But back then, I was real ignorant. And I thought redneck stood for something else. But this man never once turned his back on me. And, now that I'm older, I look back and that means a lot. I mean, he was a good man. And smoking hot dog. Ooh.
Give her more than a dot on the forehead, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we had fun in the meat locker quite a few times. Oh yeah, I can say that because I know he don't watch this stuff. But
he was baking on it.
there was some duck on there.
Bacon wrapped duck just penetrating the tuna salad, you know what I'm saying?
So, but yeah, that's I feel we'll talk about that a little bit because it's, believe it or not, it's getting close and y'all people are voting. I mean, your vote matters, so they say. I don't really believe so anymore. Yeah. I used to.
This collegiate voting shit, it just needs to go back to your vote counts, not this electoral college shit.
I used to believe so. I mean,
30,000, 95% could be voting for this candidate and 5% vote for this candidate. But the electoral college could say, we don't give a shit about what the 95% says. We're going to go ahead and vote this person in.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why, I see Trump taking it.
I really don't want Trump to get it, but I mean, if he has the best chance of doing some good, then so be it. But if he just looks like a fucking sideshow that's going to make America look worse than what it is now.
Yeah, one thing we don't need, and I will give Obama props on, but then again I would take away. Because if I was president and Iran was holding 10 of my soldiers hostages,
send a group in.
I'm sending 30,000 in there. We're about to clean house.
They're not going to think twice about doing it again.
But the thing about it, we don't need a president in there that's going to be itching for another war.
Yeah. But it's Iran, so they're always asking to get their ass kicked.
Yeah, but we could send 30,000 troops in Iran and be done in a day.
Yep.
And be done with it,
Make that sand castle a glass castle.
And then Obama, man, first time he really, really pissed me off. You don't let a terrorist out of Gitmo because you know his father and you know he has nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. Unless you have different evidence, I'm sorry. Because my kids go to school. My family, my friends go to work. Last thing we need is some terrorists walking out of there because they know they can get away with it. And that's just that.
Well, this is a long video, and we're going to go ahead and end it here. A quick salute. We'll be seeing you.